Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's January 12th, 2026. Wasn't too bad out there tonight. Warmed up to about 55 or so, and wind speed was not maybe 4 or 5 miles an hour, so all in all, pretty pleasant night. My views are low right now, but that's okay. I'm doing this for me and anybody else who wants to join along, whether it's a senior or junior or somewhere in between, just starting out, a vet, or somebody just looking to make a few bucks. But for me, you know, it's good practice being on camera, good practice to see myself, to improve. Building, of course, to 1,000 subs. Got 110 right now. Had a big splurt with the New Year's Eve. I picked up 10. I appreciate it if you guys would hit the subscribe button, share, view, like it. So this is something you can do, you know, with Uber Eats or Facebook Marketplace, any of the gigs that you have with a used vehicle. I've got 150,000 miles on my Ford Focus. It's 20 years old, but I keep it maintained. Just had a oil change done. I got to take the brakes back because the car back because the rear brakes are squeaking. So I'll do that tomorrow sometime. But you can get one on Facebook Marketplace or from your friends or somewhere, Craigslist. You know, fix it up a little bit, enough to get you started and going until you can get a better car. Probably, arguably, could be the fastest way for a senior or a vet to somebody just starting out to you know, to get going. Get that and your insurance and put in an app and, you know, be on your way. It doesn't have to be this one. It could be any side hustle if you so desire, if you're want to pick up a few extra bucks, but you got to work at it a little bit. I'm only working four hours a day, maybe 3 days a week, maybe 4. Don't need to work. I got full Social Security and a pension, so that's just keeps me out there, keeps me active, keeps me sharp. As far as doing this to eBay or Marketplace, I think this has, even though the wages are low, it's still, but it all depends on how you want to work at it, too. You know, I'm trying to do both, so, but this Uber Eats is taking up the majority of my time, so I'm not doing that great on Marketplace or eBay, but if you have the right sell-through rates on it, I think you'll do just fine. So while I'm out there doing the Uber Eats, sometimes you get some orders or an order that says like 15 for 18, 15 miles for $15 for 18 miles. Now you can it could be broken up so that it's like 7 miles one way, you know, west or something, and then back 7 miles the other way. So you wouldn't necessarily be going out 18 miles, and then if you didn't have if there wasn't a town or something nearby to get another order, you'd have to go 18 miles back. So look on it and see if it says, or I look on it and see if it says, you know, 2 orders, and if it does, then, you know, I mean, I'll consider taking it like I did tonight, and it worked out well. Like I said, I got to take the brakes back because take the car back because the brakes are squealing. And, you know, at the very most, if it isn't fixed right, they should really offer me, it's not going to happen, but an Uber Eats ride there and back, or you know, or give me a lift, because that's annoying. It doesn't do it all the time, but it does it most of the time, and you don't want to you have enough to be concerned about with traffic, you know, headlights and traffic and people jumping in front of you real quick or tailgating you. So you don't need an extra one. You don't need an extra annoyance. So I'll have to take that back and deal with it. And like I said, when you're driving at night, if you're pulling into side streets, and you know, chances are you might have cars on both sides of you, and some of those cars might be dark, hard to pick out. Some of the taillights might be hard to pick out. Some of the streets might have trailers there. Some of them, the streets might not have a plate on the car that you can pick up. You know, they might just keep it on the back. Although even though some states say you have to have it on front and back, you might not. You might be in a state that only, like Michigan, who only requires it on the back. So good rule is to reset your eyes when you're turning into the side streets from the main road. Also, too, when I go into a place, I always try to get the right door in a restaurant or something, you know, place I'm picking up an order. A lot of times, you know, the left door isn't marked and it's locked. Sometimes they'll say, please use the right door. Generally, one reason is because they'll lock the left door. So save yourself some frustration and energy, and you know, just pull the right door. That's usually the one that's going to be open. Also, too, the drink check. Sometimes you may not, you may forget to give the drink. It may be in a carrier next to you, and if it's dark, and say someone, you know, will say, well, on the drink is right next to you on your passenger side or the order, and they say, well, I'll get it, and then they get the order that's there, but they don't get the drink. Well, that falls on me or you, and you can lose, you know, a point or two for. Or they might even call you for, you know, for satisfaction, say, you know, hey, let it go this time, but, you know, can't have it. So just turn on your interior light, what I do, and just make sure that, you know, there's no drinks there in your, you know, where you put in the console there, or laying on the seat there in a carrier, or if it's in a bag, you know, that it's in one of your carrying bags, heat bags. Make sure, you know, you shine a light in there that you're at a doorway or even in the car, or just to make sure that you got everything out of there. So this road to 1,000 is not the easiest. I've been, you know, on like just getting just a view or two, but it's important for me to, you know, to keep videoing, because you never know, they may take off and you'll have all these videos there and on a playlist. People can just go back and pick up lessons. So I'll give it, you know, I'm doing it, as they say, brick by brick. I shout out to other veterans and seniors out there that have a YouTube channel and are doing this, and maybe if they have a rough go or having a rough go of it, just to hang in there and keep pumping out your videos. And if you can get one a day, that if you're doing them one a day, I try to do them once right after I'm done with the shift, if you will, so that's when I seem to be the most motivated. So if that works for you, then so that's about it. If you liked the video, if you got something out of it, you know, consider buying me a coffee or a beverage, share and like, and I'll see you down the road. Safe travels.